Hello everybody, welcome back to the workshop. So in this video I want to take and go over the main types of drifts that you'll be using in blacksmithing. So hopefully this will be a quick video for you and you guys will find it somewhat informative. So there's a few main types of drifts that you're going to be using in blacksmithing, and these are the basic shapes of the drifts. And now there's more elaborate drift combos for specialty operations, but this is what you'll mostly encounter in the field of blacksmithing if you're just getting into it. And they basically go like this. It is your round drifts, which is basic, just your basic drifts, a simple taper on the end of a bar, and then the size hole that you're wanting it to drift to. There is your oval drifts, or what most people refer to as hammer eye drifts. That's what you usually drift out eyes of hammers with. There's rectangular drifts, square drifts, and obviously round to square drifts. Now this is to take and put a square peg in a round hole. So you start by drilling a block or a heavy piece of steel with a round drill bit that you can commercially buy, and this slowly transitions into a square, and so you can drift a piece square that way. Very similar to maybe like what you would call like a broaching drift. It's not a broach, but it's kind of the similar effect. It takes a round hole and slowly drifts it square without having a bunch of suck down. So the two variations or the variants of this drift are just standard drifts that you will hammer into a piece and then you will work the material with the drift inserted into the piece. And then there's the type that are pass-through drifts. Here's a great example of a pass-through drift. A pass-through drift, you're going to take and pass it all the way through the hole and then do your final sizing with a square drift or something that you'll leave in the hole to do the proper size. The main point of a pass-through drift is just to get the hole quickly open to the correct size, and it passes all the way through the material. When you go ahead and hammer it all the way through and it hits that back taper and down it goes. So those are kind of the main types. And then there's, last but not least, there's a drift pin. Drift pins are usually, whether it's just a piece of square stock or just a piece of round bar, usually you want it to be out of a fairly good carbon steel, like a 1045 or maybe like a 1070, something of that nature, to take and be able to work material like hinge eyes or things like that around. One important thing to remember about drifts: most all drifts have long gradual tapers to them. Not every one of them do, but for working with drifts by hand, you want to have nice long symmetrical tapers to the drift, so this way you can give the material enough time to expand and get out of the way. A lot of times you'll maybe notice this when you're punching a piece of material, that as you take and punch the hole, it kind of cools off around the hole, and then you punch the slug out and it's black right around where the drift was that was sucking out the heat. That's why we have longer drifts, so this way you can bring it back up to heat and slowly inch open that material to the correct size, and you can keep it a lot more controlled that way. When you have little short fat drifts like this, it's going to go pretty quick, so you need to have really high temperatures and keep them at those temperatures in order to take and drift the hole properly without getting any stress fractures right around the hole. So that's it. This is just a quick look at drifts. Let me know if you have any questions about them down in the comment section down below. I'd love to answer those for you. As always, God bless you, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.